I'm Josh Harris. I'm the now owner of the Cornelia Marie and co-captain. 31 years old, and yeah, I've been fishing since I was 10. You know, all started when I was young. My dad told me I had to make money for school clothes, and so that's basically how it all started. My brother ended up developing a problem with drugs. My dad passed away, and we lost the boat for 4 years, and I saved up every penny, and now, you know, got the boat. In the beginning, I always wanted to do everything for my dad, you know, and that was number one thing, you know. When he passed away, it was very hard to go back to the boat, especially, you know, see everything that, you know, we grew up with. You know, I've been going on that boat since 1989 when it was first built with him. Yeah, in his captain's room and stuff. I had them build me a whole new room on the boat because I wasn't going to sleep in his room.
If you could go back and change one thing in your life, what would that be?
You know, I don't. Well, I mean, I wish my dad be around. That's about it.
We've got a special guest here that we want to introduce you to.
My whole life, I grew up listening to you guys, you know, and all the greats, you know, Led Zeppelin, and, you know, it was just like, fuck, like, hearing you guys live, it was, like, fucking amazing, because a lot of times you hear the CD, and then you go to the concert, and it sounds totally different, you know, and it's like going and hearing you guys play, it was just so much better. It was just amazing. Very electric.
That's very kind of you to say that, man.
Thank you, man. That was cool. Badass.
Very cool.
That was really, really cool.
God, wait till you hear the new album, All Told. We've been working on it for about 5 years. It's part of a really big project, a 4-album concept package.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, man, dude. You gotta let me know. You gotta remind me of this, because
I should get your contact info, and you know, we're gonna have a hell of a party.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hey, don't threaten me with a good time. My name's Josh. I like to party. I will be there, hands down. That would be fucking amazing.
Guys like you and me who encounter death and life or death situations, which is, you know, kind of what goes hand in hand with when you're working with guys like Eric Salas. But
wow, I was hoping for a plug, but man, I've only left one band member at a truck stop at 4 o'clock in the morning, but that's the worst.
So if you had your choice to be one or the other, would you rather be an actor or a rock star?
Fucking rock star, dude. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, that it would be, I mean, it's just like the way that you guys energize people, and for decades and decades, I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, still you go down the street, you can hear your guys' music just fucking blaring in cars next to you. And that's gotta feel good, though. When you pull up to a stoplight and you're hearing your music playing on some dude's fucking stereo, I mean, or you're walking through like Lake Chelan or something at a barbecue, people are barbecuing everywhere, and you're hearing your shit playing, and people are just getting down, and you're like, fuck yeah, I did that.
Yeah, it's really cool. And you know, when your song is between Zeppelin and the Beatles, it's like,
that is fucking insane.
You just can't wrap your head around that.
And for you, and you love the Beatles, so it's like, you know, I mean, that's got to be huge for you, you know. It's like,
yeah, and then getting inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That is fucking insane.
You know, it's just, you can't, I just still can't comprehend that.
Congratulations on that.
Thanks,
I mean, I get to sit next to fucking this motherfucker. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, this is fucking insane.
I remember the first time I ate crab. I was probably 4 years old, and our Norwegian relative came over, Anton, and he had fish and crab, and man, we tasted that crab, and I'm Norwegian, and man, I just love that stuff. I love crab.
Now, crab's fucking amazing. I'm half Norwegian, half Asian. It's a weird combination. My mom's Okinawan, my dad's Norwegian, so it's like I get the weirdest of both worlds, you know, out intertwined, I guess you would say.
Have you visited your relatives in Japan or Norway?
No. My mom was born in a grass hut in Japan. You know, I've been there, and then all the Norwegian people pretty much came over here. That's left, you know, and so we see them in Ballard all the time.
Yeah,
it's like the little capital for little Norway.
I've been studying Norwegian in Ballard last 3 or 4 months, and we're going July 1st, because man, you go there and visit your relatives, man, you are royalty. It's really cool.
Well, that's, I mean, fuck, you're royalty wherever you go, though. I mean, shit, dude. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
No, you know, I'm so under the radar compared to, you know, real rock stars, and I just.
You are a real rock star, though.
Yeah, but I don't look at myself that way.
No, it's just you're a very modest, normal, everyday person. But I mean, the stuff that you've created, I'm just still in the state of shock. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna sit over here and just twiddle my thumbs and just be happy. I mean, it's fucking crazy. I just can't tell you how many times we've thrown parties and fucking just. You're responsible for getting me laid a lot. So
I hear that a lot.
I want to say fucking thank you on that note.
What's the compensation now for that?
You know what? I don't really. I get some crab. I mean, that's about.
Okay.
I can do that.
That'll do it.
Okay.
That'll do it.
And you know, I can.
For every crab you give me, that'll make up for all those crabs that I had back in the day.
These are edible when you want this type of crab that I give.
Yes.
You know. Yes. And so
That'd be fantastic, man.
you got yourself a deal.
Wow,
I
that's
can have you
great.
some in a
Very
couple
cool.
days.
Very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
fuck yeah, man. No, thank you for everything that you've done. I mean, seriously, some super hot chicks. I can show you some of the pictures of these chicks. Unbelievable. Yeah, but the cool thing is your guys' era of rock will never die.
You know, it's just amazing because back then, Zeppelin, Floyd, Beatles, Doors, so many great groups with really profound messages that you know, you could understand some of it logically, but a lot of it you didn't really understand.
Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a prime example.
No kidding. But you knew that you loved it and that it stirred you to the depth of your soul and that there was something really, really valuable there. And then so many people say, well, where's these groups these days? And, you know, there's some really good music out there these days, but it does seem like because there was this glut of it back then, nothing can ever be as good as
Everything's a fad now. You know, it's not something that's everlasting in my book. You know, it's just, you look at music and every year and a half, 2 years, it changes. Like it went from rap into, you know, like a new age hard rock into a electronic now, and it just keeps evolving into weird fads. And they only last anywhere from, I'd say, 2 to 5 years.
Mm-hmm. And
then you notice the majority of music changes, you know. In country, I mean, look at country. Prime example, it went from being country music, you know, to now it's like electronic country music going on, and it's a lot of weird shit. And I'm just like, I look at all this and I'm just like, fuck. But your guys will be remembered forever.
Yeah, music, like fashion, like anything, has to keep reinventing itself because it can't just be the same because it gets boring. But it goes through all these metamorphoses. The nice thing is when somebody can come up with something new that has the profundity and the relevance and the importance that music used to have, which is what we have with our new album.
I'm really excited about this. On Halloween,
man.
this is coming out.
So why don't we go ahead and play this song and we can drink some beers and listen to this, and then we'll
cheers, Ron.
We'll do some talking. Okay.
And it starts.
Make toast for me?
Ah, sure, man.
As we stand on this field of grass, we know this soul is free at last, and we bow to his lasting love with the grace from all of the above. Final home, final rest, where we know we've done our best. Smell the blossoms, see the colors of his presence in all of the above.
That's fucking badass. You know, with the birds and everything in the background too, towards the end, it's kind of like that final piece, the rest of the thing. But you know, boat going through the waves, all that shit.
That would be a real nice tribute to your dad.
Yeah, it makes you all fucking chill, man. That's fucking really cool, man. That's fucking some really good music.
Thanks.
That's really good.
I'm glad you like it.
Oh, wait till you hear the whole album.
No, I mean, that's
It's
really
just-
impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, that fucking nice job, man. Way to come back with fucking something like that. That's fucking awesome.
That's been a long time.
Well, it's like a fine bottle of wine at that point.
Yeah, cool.
As far as I'm concerned, that's fucking amazing. That's really cool.
Sure glad you like it.
No, that's really amazing. Like, as I'm listening to this song, I can totally see like clips of, like, if you were to put it in a boat context, you know, of the boat, you know, bashing through waves and stuff, but then flipping back to, you know, talking about, you know, the love and everything else that's going on, and giving it up for, you know, putting it up for a higher amount and all that stuff. It's
Yeah, I can. You know, it's got a floaty vibe to it.
and it's got the peacefulness. So at the end, you know, it's just very peaceful, and it's kind of like it all comes complete. You know what I mean? To me, when I'm listening to it, you know, it's just very relaxing, and it's just nice. That was fucking smooth.
Cool.
That was great
Cool.
transitioning. That was fucking amazing. I like it.
Okay,
Badass.
that's it, huh?
That's badass.
We got
I
it.
like it.
All right.
I think that's pretty fucking amazing.
Well, that's fucking awesome.
We had 465 million people watch the show last year.
Wow.
So, and that's worldwide. We're in 207 countries. We're number one in 179 of them.
Jeez, that's incredible. I had no idea. Also, the guy that didn't go to college might know that, well, I got no business in college because I don't want to learn any of that shit. I want to do this.
Hi.
That's me.
That's me too.
That's me.
Yeah. I didn't even graduate high school, so it's like.
Well,
fuck, yeah.
I wouldn't have graduated because I got caught cheating on the final exam. So I had to go to summer school. And the teacher said, "You're so smart. Why are you in summer school?" I want to graduate.
Fuck, I tell you what, the two of us together might be fucking an amazing, amazing thing, or we're going to burn in hell together. You never know what's going to happen.
The next day in the paper, 2 men found unconscious in the swimming pool.
Yeah, no shit, right? Fuck.
But Eric Salas Productions was there with the video.
That's fucking awesome. I'm Josh Harris, run a little boat called the Cornelius Maria and Deadliest Catch.
I'm the Deadliest Catch, Roger Fisher.
Plays in a little band called Heart. Maybe you've heard of him.
Oh, that was years ago.
Yeah, touche. Doing his own stuff now.
But what are we doing here? This is for the fucking Pulse
Magazine.
Magazine.
That'll work. Okay. Good. Awesome.
That was pretty good. That was fucking, that's bad.